Everyone's live. It is Friday. You are home alone, but you're not because you have the four of us. We are Laggin Out Live.
Look at that 5 head.
Whoa.
The only guy that runs at 60 frames a second. Please welcome Soda.
There you go with the frown.
With his purple light and his well-armored room, please welcome Hero, the IT guy.
You know, funny story about well-armed. I was searching my entire desk. I was having a chieftain moment. I could not find the remote for my speakers.
Yeah, you could.
I could find every fucking weapon in this room at the drop of a hat, but I could not find a fucking remote.
Sounds like a you problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I have like shit tons of remotes. I got like this one. I have like got a bunch of them here. So my cell phone right here for porn. I mean, just kidding.
The internet is for
I'm
porn.
Chieftain, everybody. And broadcasting from the seventh ring of hell, please welcome Blacklight Oni.
Hello.
A moment. I've got to adjust the mood.
Better adjust the mood. Because the thumbnails always look better when we see less of Hero.
I've got everything else in this house voice activated. Why can't I have my office light voice activated? No, because I wanted everybody else in the light in the house to have luxury. I didn't care about myself.
Look at you doing the fatherly thing, sacrificing your own happiness for your family's happiness. What a good guy.
A voice activated light, though, is hardly happiness.
It's the little things in life, I think. It's the little things.
Yeah, we could be Alexa, call 911.
Calling 911.
I am actually really glad that I don't use Alexa for that reason. Because Soda would have said some shit like that, and next thing I know, I'd be getting a visit.
I see some scary shit, like someone was talking through an Alexa. They're like, "Hey, how you doing? What are you watching?" I was just like, "Oh shit!" And then like go to the fridge. I'm like, "Hey, what are you eating?"
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good. I'm like, "Oh." So the camera is attached to the Alexa, so they can see everything. That's why I won't have any of that shit in my house. For that whole reason, right there. Again, thank you, Skinhook, and thank you, Jason, for following, and Skinhook for subscribing. Appreciate you. 16 months. Nice.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it. If somebody wants to eavesdrop on me in my household or look at my cameras in my household, they're in for a rude fucking awakening, and they deserve every single sight they get.
Oh, God. Speaking of Alexa, we have our own special one right here.
Attention. The preceding content is intended for mature audiences. Opinions and views expressed on this live are not necessarily those of the Lagging Out community, Lagging Out Entertainment,
or Hero,
Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of its sponsors or advertisers. Viewer discretion is advised. If you're under 18, get bent and pound sand.
I like that one.
If you're under 16, stay away from Jeffrey Epstein.
Dude. Whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah. Also, no Skinhook. No. You're going to have to work for it, buddy. No cheap thrills for you.
Want to see the doggies?
Oh my God. I thought Honey Badger said something else completely.
Wow.
I was like, oh God, Soda got to her already.
Oh no.
Not me. Would not corrupt a young soul.
Fuck ever.
You're right. I'm perfectly bad, but I'm perfectly good.
Mount a camera to the kitty. Oh.
It's the kitty cam.
Mm-hmm.
Or the pussy cam.
Kitty cam.
Well, your cat's so fat, it wouldn't fit around it.
Actually, my cat's really not fat.
Not yours.
I'm not fat. I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
Talking about Ponyo.
You monkey fucker.
Ponyo's a fat cat.
That's very likely.
Oh, it's kind of fat. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely fat. Yep. You want to talk about the QR code?
Sure. Sadly, we lost
No.
our QR code on somebody's ass in a foreign country, but please scan that. give us some fucking money.
Yeah.
And we will love you forever and ever
right.
and ever.
Give us some fucking money.
There you go.
There you go. And don't forget to check us out on Lagging Out as well to find our hilarious YouTube shorts there. Go to youtube.com/lagging out. That is youtube.com/lagging out. Text fees may apply. Maybe not.
Even Oni corrected you, Badger.
You chonk.
Patrick Cosponia is kind of fat. He chonk. Oni comes back with the there is no kinda.
No, the big cat.
The first topic.
It only took us 10 minutes to get there.
The first topic is brought to you by
Soda's ass.
Mountain Dew Baja flavored Fabuloso. Sponsored by Oni.
That's a horrific thought. That is terrifying. What the fuck?
Two things that you hate that will make something mediocre. Kind of like Abrahoff Linkler and Rick and Morty.
Oh, Jesus.
So yes, Starfield. That the word that I cannot spell correctly.
Wow.
Came out this week.
It's actually
Last week.
it was in
No,
pre-release. You got 5 days early access, so it might actually come out today.
It's already, it was official yesterday. So,
Okay, yesterday.
So it was technically last week, but technically yesterday.
It's technically last week. It's
we do have
technically
a we have a few actual comments on this one. So
Yep. Let's take a look
Oh, I was wrong 2 days ago.
at the
So I think the
trailer.
first one we were talking about was it forces you to pick your pronouns, which
Well,
apparently everybody's having a conniption fit about, which as
not
I was
really.
telling, I don't know who I saw. I don't even remember picking my pronouns, so I don't fucking care. I don't care. Like I literally don't care about like yeah.
You were talking to me about that actually.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I don't care. I don't remember.
Give us some fucking.
Yeah.
oops.
You broke it.
Broke it.
I'm trying to get the numbers on the bottom left hand corner to disappear.
Constellation Starship Frontier.
I can't do it.
We have you on
Won't allow me.
Performing remote systems check. Helium-3 tanks checked. Seals are intact. We are still go.
25 years.
Hero, come in. Hero, come in. Warning, warning. We need Hero, the IT guy.
What the fuck?
Part of the game.
They say, the wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
What an idiot.
What you've found, it's the key to unlocking everything.
Hey guys, Hero's in the shitter. Don't go in there for about 15 minutes. We reach your constellation.
What an idiot.
This is all we've been working towards.
Jemison route looks good.
We've come to the beginning of humanity's final journey.
Prepare for departure. Graviton loop array full. Check. Your space lane is clear.
That's why we're
Where's the
here.
toilet paper? Main engines go. Ignition.
To discover what's out there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for
Emotional damage.
It stinks like shit in here.
Relatively accurate context.
11/11/2022.
It did not
Play
come
it
out
day one
11
with
11
Xbox Game Pass.
22. Little behind on that one.
Little behind. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that got a lot of the assets got exchanged. But I want to Oni, when they say family, the less I believe it. I fucking hate it when family says we treat you like family. Fuck you. No, you don't.
No.
I hope you don't treat you. I hope you don't treat me like my family treats me, because I will never go back.
All right.
You know.
What?
But
So
anyways,
that
go
was
ahead.
the big thing. I don't know what everybody feels about that. I mean, I don't know how many, like, I think we were figuring almost 40 hours into the game. I didn't even really pay attention to the pronouns, so they don't mean anything throughout the game. So
And they really don't. And that's the funny thing, is a lot of the media and a lot of like the corporate shills, like the major streamers that get paid to shill for AAA titles, they went after well, his name is Az Heel versus Babyface. We watched his Gollum gameplay video, if you recall.
Oh yeah.
He streamed himself playing the game and like streamed the very beginning of it, which included the pronouns of it, and he made a big show of going and then going through all that, and then one of his buddies did a compilation of the entire rant that he ended up having, and it started with him reacting to the pronouns, and it went 6 hours later, and then it fast forwarded to a part where there was a clone of a guy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But it wasn't a guy.
No.
And like, okay, science.
Yeah, a little bit of spoilers,
we've
so-
seen the science. It's sci-fi. It's whatever. And everybody, like, he stopped right there and he just erupted into a rant. And then he ended his rant with, look, pronouns, not a big deal. But because it keeps getting shoved into every facet of entertainment and escapism, it matters. It's a problem. Stop doing this. It takes people out of the immersion. And that was it. That was the point of what he was ranting about. He even said, if you enjoy the game, enjoy the game.
Right.
He apparently didn't care for it because of the lack of innovation with certain things. There was certain critiques that he had of it that were valid. I've seen a good amount of the bugs. It's a Bethesda game. I'm not surprised. If I pick it up, it's going to be after they fix it.
That's what everyone says.
I still haven't ran into any major bugs. So.
Hello, Maya. How are you tonight?
What up, Maya?
I'm enjoying it. I'm not like hardcoring it, I guess. I put 40 hours in this week, so I don't know where that put me.
As much as I work.
Well, I think Matter said he had 60 or some shit. So you know,
Must be nice to be independently wealthy.
Yeah,
I will attest to Mariner saying that it is good. I will attest to a lot of people.
Yeah, I
will attest to a lot of people whose opinions I do value and trust saying they liked it. I will also attest to a lot of people that I trust and value their opinions and that they don't care for it. It seems very, very mixed in my understanding.
I mean, honestly, for me, there's nothing else to play. Diablo season's kind of with shit. So I wasn't going to buy it. And I was like, fuck it. I'll buy it. And yeah, I'm kind of glad I did. Gives me something. And then, you know, Skinhook's playing and Mariner's playing. So
well, Gazoo says he's got 73 hours in it.
Yeah, it gives us something to talk about.
Right.
And sometimes,
if you guys want to. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say sometimes, as you guys know, like if you're not playing the same game, you kind of don't have conversations because everybody's like, oh, yeah, I found aluminum on, like, what the fuck you talking about?
They're like, someone said that before we went to live, they're drinking. I'm like, I don't drink that much. They're like, in the game, Chieftain, not in for real.
Right.
Not in for real life.
So the game has drugs, alcohol.
I mean, it's a
theft,
Bethesda game. I'm not
you name it.
surprised.
Potatoes.
Yeah, a lot of potato. It's definitely if you're a
Biden?
fan of Fallout, you'll be a fan. It's just Fallout in space with, tons of planets that probably nobody will ever even get
Tons
to.
of
I'm
planets
guessing.
that are empty, from what I understand.
Well, I mean, they say that, but you literally got to explore the planets to open up.
It's like the pre-release of Destiny 2.
There's hidden bases on them that have hidden quests on them. There's so many people that I keep watching. Oh, I blew through the game in X amount. Why? Like, why do you fucking do that? I don't ever understand the concept of trying to speed a game like this. Like, maybe later down the road, but now I don't.
It's
get
like
it.
bragging rights or something.
Well, it's usually
suppose.
I think Hero said somebody beat it in 3 hours. Like that has to be a glitch somewhere. Like
I did not hear anything about something like that, so it might have been somebody else.
oh, somebody said 3 hours, and that has to be a fucking glitch. So there's no way. Just the first couple quests will take you 3 hours.
Hey, it's Mojo.
Get your mojo ready, because Mojo is here.
I don't know if
Mojo,
anybody
I need you to
else-
do me a favor and find the Mariner so he can attend.
Well, if
He's
Kazoo
rolling
has
die.
70 hours, he can put some input
Yeah.
in this one.
It's Friday, so I'm going to let you think about what he's doing today.
D&D.
He does.
Giggity,
He has been saying that it hasn't been on as much lately, so he might be, might not be. But
Want to roll a perception check on that?
Fucking
I'll roll
mint.
initiative even, but my initiative says that I was joking to begin with.
That beat's coming in hard.
But the one thing that caught me there was 25 years in the making. So
Yeah,
how far behind on engines can they be after 25 fucking? The graphics are not, state of the art. Some of the, as they say, the eyes that just kind of follow you weirdly are really creepy in the game. But those are all minor things. Nothing that's gonna like
For a
really
game-
stop me from playing it. So.
For a game that has such a huge scope for the design that it is, the breadth of what it's supposed to encompass, that is disappointing that they are not going, as high end in graphics.
Well, I mean, like I said, they've been working with the same engine since 2016 for this game, so
Yeah,
that's pretty far.
it does leave me to question why what's his name from Xbox had the audacity to say that they always push the limits with their developments and their game development of current hardware, and then you have him say something as bold as, well, some PC gamers are just going to have to upgrade their PC. And then I'm just like,
well, yeah,
you got some cojones there, buddy.
I can't lie.
Obviously it's not that good.
Fucking shit.
Hey,
No.
how about no?
So basically, anyway, this is literally the first game I've ever played. I literally had to put it on my SSD or it wouldn't run. So,
Thank you, Hero.
in fact, I downloaded it, started playing, everything was buggy as shit. I'm like, how? I have a high-end gaming machine, and then Badger's like, I just read you have to put it on the SSD. I'm like, you have to, like, most games you don't have to, it'll still run
Oh, that was
fine.
the conversation last night.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a little thing out there if anybody doesn't know. If you're having issues, put it on an SSD. So, but after I got through that, it's ran great. So, of course, if anybody knows me, I have 30 Chrome windows open, plus
Yeah.
the game running. So
He's got like 5 monitors, and then he's got tabs on
I do.
He's
his,
got like 80 tabs in
on
3
each-
Chrome windows on each
Mhm.
on each monitor. So
Whoa.
y'all do the math as to what kind of resources the guy uses. But I'm
I have
curious
800.
what input Oni has on this, because I'm sure she's heard some of the controversy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, really, the only controversy I had was from last week, where people were bitching about, or supposedly people were bitching about how you can't land on a gas giant.
Yeah, that was kind of
which you
brilliant.
can't. I really hope that was fake, because it boggles the mind. But I'm sure someone probably said it. I
There's
almost
no
wonder if this
resources
game.
on those, so that wouldn't make any sense to land on it anyway. You can't get any resources from the planet.
Well, no, because you can't land on it. It would suck you through to the center of the planet. The pressure would kill you.
Wow, the next slide is hilarious.
That's our
Chief.
generation, Oni. You know that. Or the
But-
next generation coming up.
But I almost wonder if this game would look better if they went to classic Fallout style, where it was like top down angled graphics kind of thing, and just let the graphics kind of evolve through that, so you could see the ships, you can interact that way, because it seems like that's what this game is. It seems very much, it almost seems like a watered down EVE Online than anything else to me.
Did you shit yourself?
I'd put it more on the line of Mass Effect, honestly.
Okay, and again, I this is sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry. I was talking over you. Go ahead.
This really isn't my type of game. It also kind of seems like, for as much talk as there is, it's kind of going under the radar, so to speak. About the pronouns, my thing is, if you're going to tell a story, everything has to be based around the story, the characterizations, the entire thing. If it feels clunky, everyone's going to know, and that's why they raise a stink. If it's super smooth, no one will notice. And that's kind of the problem with some of these folks, is they want everybody to notice these things. But the problem is, if you notice, it means it wasn't smooth. It means it wasn't seamlessly blending together to set the scene. I've heard of games with pronouns. I don't give a fuck. It adds, if it makes sense to the story, it makes sense. It's just options. But when it's all people make a point of noticing about the game, then it tells me that they really don't have much else of substance to either talk about, or that the game has nothing else going for it, which is really depressing. So again, everyone's comparing it also to No Man's Sky.
No.
Which, my thing is, as long as you're having fun, it's fine. But it's a Bethesda game, so there are going to be some things you have to expect. Expect at some point that there will be some really weird bugs. I'm sure there's probably clipping through the screens, whether it's you got a plant clipping through a wall, or you've got rocks clipping through the ground. I'm sure that happens. As long as the story's there, that's all I care about. But again, it just came out. It's pretty new. And maybe just shut up and play the game, or don't.
As far as a
Penetrating
first-hand...
geometry.
Wow.
That's what it's called. That's what it's actually really called.
That's
I've only
hilarious
seen
to
one
me.
clipping issue in 40
like
hours, so
yeah, it's
not too
actually
bad.
like it's an interesting term. It's like, yeah, you have penetrate, like you have like a tree going through a wall and shit. That's called penetrating geometry.
So
of course everyone's gonna fucking laugh.
Especially if you clipped it. But
yeah,
as far as a first-hand account, like from talking to Mariner directly about a bug that he found, he went out of his way. He captured this ship. He brought it back to his base, and he spent hours tweaking it, modifying it to his likes, finished it up, saved the game, quit out, went to bed, came back, loaded back into the game, could not access that ship. Then he used a hotkey to get into that ship's cockpit to take off and fly. And when he loaded in, he was flying in space, but there was no ship.
I have not seen that.
Oh, He said nothing. Mojo says nothing was saved.
Oh,
Either
that
way,
sucks.
it was bugged out so bad that he had to load a previous save and start over.
I lied. I did have a bug like that. Was it last night or before? I was doing a quest where you had to run a mile and live. You know, everything was supposed to be killing you. But anyway, the NPC, I was talking to her, getting my quest, and another NPC walked by that NPC, and she started having a conversation with the NPC that walked by and totally bugged my quest. I was like, what the fuck? So I did have to go back and load that to redo
They
it.
must have took lessons on our podcast.
Right? Yeah, exactly. It was like, you talking over me, bitch? You must be Hero. I was like, is your name Hero? Wait.
More likely Soda. Because it was a chick, remember?
But I have had that bug. Yes, that's the only bug I ran into. Major one.
Like it is, as you know what Gazoo says the same thing. Most everybody here has basically said Bethesda expect some early glitches that eventually get fixed. And it's sad, in my opinion, that we have to expect things like that anymore. It really is. I just want, the days to show up where a game is finished when it's released.
Well,
They didn't.
if I may,
Yeah, go ahead.
given the size of games that Bethesda likes to put out, it's almost expected that something, for as big as you're going to be planning and as many layers as there will be some things that go wrong. And I can let that go as long as it's not game breaking. Cyberpunk 2077 on initial release does not get a pass because
No.
they pushed it back several times. They had game breaking bugs that would not let certain players progress depending on what game console they were on, or depending on certain whatevers that happened.
Give us
That
some
is
fucking
unacceptable.
Hey.
Thank you.
But when you're talking about games like Skyrim, like
give us some fucking
Fuck you, Soda.
Starfield, like Fallout, I can sort of understand, especially because these NPCs that are being interacted with, or these things in the world, are more complex than, say, other games may have. And with Pokemon, it was because of how condensed everything was in the original systems with the hexadecimal system, where there would be gaps in it, and if you basically allowed the game console to jump certain gaps, you can make it do some really fun things. But with these games today, there's just so much content in it. You can't, unless you take even longer to bug test every little thing, human error, there's going to be a few things. So I kind of give it a pass on that because there is just so much content on initial release. If it were something like Cyberpunk 2077, where it wound up kind of being a bit bland, and that gets less of a pass.
Like I said, I
That's just
haven't-
me though.
haven't had a ton game breaking anyway. So I don't know if anybody else has played it, but
Like I said, I will hang tight until
yeah, there are mods out already. I haven't messed with any. I mean,
That's
as far
insane.
as glitches, only there are a few apparently where you can dupe credits and all that shit. But real gamers stay away from that shit because why would I want a bazillion credits? Like that kind of defeats the purpose of earning my own fucking credits. So.
I'm the guy that will find all the means, do all the work to make the credits, and then
Right,
end up
that's-
with a ridiculous amount of credits.
I did that in Fable 3. I saved 3 million coins. They're like, you have to sacrifice one place. I go, no, I don't. And I saved everybody, and I was the hero.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was the
Not
guy
that
that
hero,
would find the way to
this
do
hero.
all that.
the right hero. Yeah, we got
Like a hero, I will raise above the stars.
it. All right.
Like a hero, I will fly. 'Cause I lost so much weight and I'm sexy now 'cause I'm Hero. We're bringing Hero back. If you don't like it, you can kiss a sack. Don't dare.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mojo. I pick up everything. So go sell it. Even if it's in between a fucking mission, I'll go sell it.
He plays a video game like he lives his life. Oh, I found something. I'm going to sell it on eBay.
That's right. That's pretty much right. Everything. And sadly, there's so much shit to pick up. You can't even pick up probably 90% of the shit. So it's
like if it was real life and you're picking up all this stuff, you'd have like a pack of just like a bunch of shit. You're like, ugh, I just want one more sword.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I go sell shit. What? I had 5 of these guns. Where the fuck did I put them? You know, like my ass. I mean, just lube it up.
Well, there we go. Alrighty.
So, all in all, I'm enjoying it. So, and everybody I've talked to is enjoying it. So, we'll probably touch up on it in a couple of weeks. And
my
PC,
simple opinion is if you enjoy the game, enjoy the game. If you don't want to bother with the game because it's something you heard about it, then that is your choice.
Exactly. That's why I always say, if you're gonna hate it, watch it. If you're gonna hate it, play it. I'm always at that with everybody here. So can't talk shit about something we haven't seen nor played.
I can easily do so.
Yes, I know you can.
And I will continue to do so because it
Yes,
aggravates you so very much.
It does. You know it does. So.
I will go ahead and say that I do agree to a degree with a lot of the people that are having issues with the whole pronouns thing. It's not the entire concept of pronouns being problematic. No, it's the fact that it has to there has to be, for some ungodly, absolutely stupid, absolutely ridiculous reason.
Well, you know,
social politics have to be shoved into everything, and it is annoying.
I promise you that wasn't in the original. They just probably added that in the last 3 to 5 years, I'm guessing. So,
and you're probably right.
And like I said, I don't even remember picking pronouns, so I am old though. So
yeah, there's that.
I go by adjectives like handsome, funny, intelligent,
sexy,
witty, sexy. Yeah, I go by adjectives, not pronouns. Brilliance, yeah. Canonical.
Oni goes ahead and says, "Happy September to us Doms." Now, naturally, my reaction is somehow that reveal does not surprise me.
You save 30% subbing this month too when you hit subs on Twitch, by the way.
Nice.
And of course, Amazon subs are free. Prime subs are free. So
I think literally everybody in here is subbed other than that cheap bastard, but we won't call him out.
Who, me?
No. Well, you too, but
I kind of already have been subbed for a really long time.
Not about you either. Well, you can look at it. Oh, you don't have it turned on. I haven't turned on a chat where everybody talks, says it's a mod or a sub. So, yeah.
Potato. Chop them up, put them in a stew. Boil them. Chop them up, put them in the stew.
They're nobody.
Am I getting that right? Is that the say? Is that what it's
fucking cool. Natural.
Yeah, that was Jason yesterday. They subbed. So that way you don't wait commercials.
Never mind. I lied. Ghost got a sub.
Yeah, he was one of the ones that got the rando sub yesterday.
Oh, they didn't know him. That's one. No.
Oh. Stop saying the quiet part out loud, Soda.
Oh, did that go? Oh, fuck. That's my I blame that on my medication.
Are you gonna rattle it for us?
That's why I randomly spit out balls and cocks and dicks
and get clipped like that, and that's going to be on part 7. By the way, guys, we are doing the best of our Twitch clips, and that we getting done as soon as I can. I'm loud?
No, the volume on something in here was really ridiculously loud, and I did not know it until just now.
Ghost. It's the ghost that was hiding your remote controls. They couldn't find your remote control.
No, it's the not so
It's
intelligent assistant, but it wasn't Alexa.
Let me in.
And it wasn't intelligent.
Yes.
Soder, I will beat you like an unwanted redheaded stepchild you are.
Whoa.
Mm.
Bring it.
Someone turn off his 56K internet. Be good.
56K.
I'll time you out, motherfucker. You want to pick a fight with my hosts? I will time you out.
He's just joking.
He knows I'm joking.
Give him the bit. I like Ghost. He's a trip.
Yeah, I think we beat that one pretty good. What do we got next?
What the hell is this?
It's Starfield. Well, actually, I think the thing
it's...
on the left is No Man's Sky, but that's beside it.
Yeah, it looks the same.
I talked about this with the eyeballs doing stupid shit, but again, nitpicking.
Yeah, they're too wide open, or like they look like they're stoned.
It's like if you walk by them, they follow you, and it looks really creepy though.
Yeah, this is kind of where I'm at. Like, okay, why are we running with models that look like this when we have shit that looks so much better?
I mean, I'm rarely walking by an NPC. I'm running by them, so I don't fucking notice. But I've seen videos where like, look at this creepy dude staring at me. You know,
it's like eye fucking you. It's
that's a good. Yeah.
It's like you're the hot chick at the gym and like wearing like a Gymshark tank top and yoga pants and expecting no one to look at you. That's how they're running.
Joe, they're using the one from 2016, so I don't know.
Are they using the Havoc engine? Maybe.
I'm guessing.
Are they using Havoc or Frostbite or Frostbite EA?
I thought Frostbite was not as good as the engine it replaced, from what I heard.
What it replaced was proprietary software, so I really can't comment nor deny that. Because I didn't work on that engine when I was at EA, but I just threw shit into the engine and then tested my lighting. That was my experience with it. All right, I'm gonna throw it into the fucking game and see if it works. All right, cool. It works.
Then I think you're correct, Mojo. That would be it. Then.
The Havoc engine, not Havoc. Our friend who's now called Buttered Biscuits, but
he needs to go back to the old name.
Buttermilk Biscuits free today. So what you waiting on, son? Get up and break a leg.
All our friends have these like anxiety things, or they can't be consistent. He's afraid to be on camera now. Now he won't go on camera anymore. He just doesn't want to. I'm like, have you seen me? Like, he's worried because he's like a bigger guy.
Maybe you should teach him your makeup techniques.
Chief, just gonna say something.
Yeah,
I've seen you in person, and I still have not run away screaming in terror. Okay, you are nowhere near as bad as you say you are.
Thank you for. I'm not wearing makeup now, by the way, Soda. This is just really good lighting.
Oh, okay.
What the heck is
turn it off.
here?
Now I look like I'm going to get you.
Like, what the heck just did my foot just bump into? Oh, it's my cat, of course.
I hope so.
Pussy's always gotten in the way.
Don't meow at me.
There's like a friggin' flare on there. Oh man.
Don't meow at me.
What are you jump up and bite the balls?
Hi. Did you want attention? You're as bad as my daughter.
Aw, it's the kitty cam.
You're gonna be there for like 5 minutes and be like, no, that's enough.
I don't even know if it'll be 5 minutes.
Start.
Gonna purr into the mic now? Is that what you're gonna do? No.
I moved up a slide for Hero and myself. It's the thing that won't die. It's the Fat Jedi Challenge.
Sweet.
Yeah, kind of my fault. Chieftain said he wanted to stop, and I said, no, fuck you. We're going to keep going, bitch.
Well, I meant, like, stop doing it on the live, not doing it in IRLs. Like,
I know what
like,
you
yay, change Chief's light. What color?
Hat change.
What's hat change?
Huh?
You changed his color.
No, you hit change color. Did you mean
pink? He said pink.
Okay, pink. Yeah, I
Let
can
me
change
see
it
if
to pink.
see if I
Yeah,
can do pink.
Is it mine or yours?
It doesn't matter.
I don't have pink.
Neither do I. Just have purple.
I have pink in the back. No, I don't have pink in the back either.
Really?
No comment.
Does that mean you have her phone number?
Which one? I know 3 different pinks.
I only know of one, so.
You don't know the rock star named Pink?
Oh,
You should definitely be back here.
fuck
That's
that
true.
lunatic. I don't want anything to do with her. You should never have let me back in.
There we go. That's the closest to pink I can get.
Yeah.
Close
That's
enough.
exactly what he was talking about, the pop star named Pink. And yeah, like I said, fuck that lunatic. I want nothing to do with her.
He doesn't like anybody.
So
All right, so last week I was at 212 and Hero was at 216, and this week we are at I'm down 1 pound. He's down 1 pound and a fourth.
Yay.
a pound and 1/4, almost 1.5 pounds.
yeah, there
It's
you go.
funny because I changed my workout. I'm not doing cardio anymore. I'm doing weight training. So I do 5-minute warm up, then like push up heavy weight for about 1.5 hours, and then do a 5-minute warm down. And it seems to be working. And Hero said last week that you're going to go up, then you're going to go down, and he was right. So, I mean, I know he loves being right as much as I do.
Well, I mean, I only spent 8 years of my life being pristinely focused on fitness and not getting anywhere with my own. So I feel like all the research that I do has to account for
Thank you, Gazoo.
something.
Right. And I've been working out since I was like 19. Also,
Give us some fucking.
thank you, Soto. We pitched this at the meeting, but we don't have a slide for it. But we have, guess what chieftain injured this week? Now, this is what I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you.
Thanks,
I'll tell you the.
Thanks,
I'll
Gazoo.
tell you. Yeah, we appreciate you, Mojo and Gazoo. Now, I will tell you what body part I worked on. And you guys gonna have to guess what I fucked up that week.
Ghost, I am sorry, but that is like the most absolute stereo fucking typical that you possibly could have been.
Wow.
Wow, I would lose weight, but my city thought it would be a good idea to zone a Taco Bell within 1/10 of a mile of me. That's fucked up.
I mean, if there's
Taco
one
Bell's
thing that I
not
know about
super
Ghost,
bad for you though. Like,
if there's one thing that
It's
I
not
know
real
about
food.
Ghost, it's
Still not
that
bad
he
for you.
is very, very much Hispanic. He makes no secret of being
No.
Hispanic, and he makes all the stereotypical jokes about himself being Hispanic.
Yeah, he does. He does it all the time. And he talks like this. You never would think he would be Hispanic when his articulation is very
Sith Lordish?
Caucasian.
I would go
I
with
don't know.
Sith Lordish.
I go Caucasianish too.
I go Caucasianist. Yeah.
He's a white
I go
Mexican,
New Yorkish,
as we call him down here in Texas.
or I say Joeish. That's my language.
It's always the Hispanic people who like, I don't speak Spanish, and then somebody walks up to them and asks a question and they speak fluent Spanish. I'm like, you fucking lying dick.
They went up to my brother had a honeymoon in Mexico, and they started speaking to him in Spanish. He's like, he's Italian. He was like, no, I know no habla español. They thought he was Spanish.
No hablo español.
But yeah. So I was doing shoulder flies really quick. So I was leaning over, and I was doing flies, and I came up like, and I was doing the flies like you do with shoulder flies. You come up like that. Guess what muscle I hurt, or what part of the body I hurt? Not necessarily a muscle, but it doesn't have to be a muscle.
Chippy tits. Actually, you told me, so I know what it is.
Back, lats, back, and groin. Those are all good guesses.
His chest, his
Those
back.
of us who So those of us who grew up Mexican in America only enough Spanish to talk shit because our grandmothers modeled it so well.
Twitter.
Oh my god, dude! Really?
What
He
the
did.
fuck?
I knew it was
Wow.
coming. I knew he was gonna do it.
Wow.
Anyways, I'm going to aim for lower back.
Okay, so it is. You're close. If someone said, if you said back, you're correct. If you didn't, you're wrong. Wrong, dumbass. What I did was I came up. I was leaning over,
Giggity.
and I came up with my shoulders like this, and I heard it. I heard it snap in my back. Went crack, 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 like a cartoon. That's how loud it was, and I went, "Fuck." But did I stop?
No.
Hell no. Quitting's for pussies. I finished my workout and then ran for 5 minutes.
And then when you
So
got
what you're saying is
home,
you don't like to finish.
I don't like to finish. Yeah, I'm a giver, not a taker.
Good lord.
Mm.
Good
Thank you for the
lord.
setup,
Happy
Oni. I love
September,
you.
everybody.
Oni, I love you. Thank you for the setup.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go with, and then you got home, and you regretted it the whole time for the
I
next
took
9 hours.
Couldn't get out
took
of bed.
I took some prescription meds, but yeah. Oh, we have cool. We have this next, so I get the button again. Trivia question this week, because there's no really good segue to it. This is brought to you by the Honey Badger.
Mega Man, of course it is.
What is the fan-made offense that bridges Mega Man and Mega Man X?
No
The Great
clue.
Rift, Cataclysm, or Upheaval? Stay tuned for the answer at the end of the show. Wow, that stopped abruptly. Okay.
Really did.
Yay, I got notes on this because Oni's awesome. Stag
It's
after.
not much.
No, it isn't. But I do, look, I did print out the notes. So I have them right in front of me so I don't look like an idiot, or more of an idiot than I usually do.
Good.
Change Soda's avatar.
No.
All right, what do you got to change it to?
Apparently, Skinhook has to tell him,
Okay.
according to Ghost.
Okay.
He probably doesn't know what I have. Wow. Dun, 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 dun.
Anime girl.
No, that would be Ghost's pick every time.
Right.
Okay.
That is awesome.
All right, once you decide that, we'll talk about SAG-AFTRA. Who what do I have on the notes here? Who's gonna talk about this one?
I don't know.
I don't have a name on it. So.
Nobody put a name on any of these.
Oh, okay, no worries. Then whoever wants to take it, go right ahead.
I'll go ahead and pick it up.
All right, sir. Thank you.
SAG-AFTRA, they basically are going to hold a vote at the end of the month.
Oh,
to decide.
Someone wants to know what AFTRA means.
I don't know what any of these.
See, it's an
acronyms
Actors
mean.
Guild.
Yeah, that's all I knew, is that it's an Actors Guild.
Yeah, it's Actors Guild. But go ahead. Sorry.
But yes, Mojo, the subject is as bad as the title. These actors, they span all kinds of forms of entertainment, and they include voice actors, regular actors, I think even Broadway actors. They even apparently have a means for major YouTube and Twitch influencers and personalities to join the guild. And they were in fact trying to basically tell YouTubers and stuff that they were not allowed to promote any of the struck studios during the strike. And YouTubers are like, get fucked, I'm not part of your guild.
It would make 50 cents every 1,000 views.
Rainbow.
But anyways, they are holding a vote. I think it's at the end of the month, whether or not they should extend their strike to the video game industry. And Nope, not getting into my opinion until it's my turn to actually speak on the topic.
Good for
That's
you. Look at
kind
that. I've
of
trained you well.
Wow.
that's kind of the generic, all-encompassing facts on the topic. There's a lot of stuff going on with the Writers Guild, which is not necessarily tied to this, but will not go there yet unless it comes up in conversation. I'm going to spin the bottle and actually, Chieftain.
Do not use the phrase spin the bottle.
Whoa.
No, not Chieftain. It doesn't have to be
fine.
cheating.
I predict that this will not go to the video game industry, and when Thanksgiving and Christmas come around, they're going to come to an accord before then. That is all I'm going to say about that. They're asking, like I said, they're asking too much money. They're going to meet in the middle, and that's how it's going to go. I said it last week. I'll say it this week. I'm doubling down, guys. That's what's going to happen. It's not going to extend to the game industry, but I've been wrong before, and I've been called out for being wrong before because I don't have a really good track record with predicting these things, but that's just my guess. Yeah.
I do think that they will vote to go on strike. I don't know if they actually will. I have seen instances where a union has voted to strike, but then suddenly they signed an agreement. It happened through the Production Designers Guild about a year and a half or so ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think they will strike, but I think something will happen before they really take action, because you'll see groups that are involved adjacent to video games or have done video games. They're on strike already. They just don't make their bread and butter through video games. So I'm sure this will happen, but I don't think it'll last very long, because I think at this point people are just going to be so sick of it that they will make a decision before probably the end of the month, if not October. So we'll see what happens. But the more and more entertainment is halted for their new things or their remakes of old things, I think the less effective it will be, because it will really just, the big moves should have been made already. Right now, they're really starving themselves out. They're trying to play a war of attrition, but not enough people have the means to survive that level of attrition that they've gone through. So it's going to come very soon to a main event. We're going to see something happen. Whether it's good for the union or not, we'll see.
I got a question.
No.
SAG-AFTRA does not include the WGA, does it? Because I thought they were two separate groups, but they allegedly came together briefly, and then SAG-AFTRA got their concessions, and the WGA is still holding out. That's what I thought was going on. Or am I mistaken? Sorry, I'm leaning one side.
No, you're fine. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was leaning to one side.
Oh, okay. Was that a question for Oni?
That was a question for whoever knows, because
okay.
I think
I'm GA is.
The WGA is the Writers Guild of America.
Oh, okay.
They
are separate from SAG-AFTRA, but they are working in tandem very strongly right now. So, an update is apparently leaders of both unions are calling for striking workers to get unemployment insurance.
Yeah, that just came out today, and I'm sorry. You are not unemployed unwillingly, so you do not deserve unemployment coverage.
I don't know if it's legal or not. Whether they deserve it or not is irrelevant. But if it's legal, then they can do it. I'm not sure if it's legal or not. I'm not a lawyer.
It's not currently legal for them to receive unemployment benefits, but the state of California is now trying to push through legislation to make it so, make it a requirement. But I'm sorry, they're again not working because of their own choosing. These motherfuckers went as far, and because I said I wasn't going to bring it up, but it's come up in the conversation, but they refused a deal where they would receive between $11,000 and $14,000 a week. That's between $130,000 a year and $160,000 a year.
Garbage human.
They turned it down because why? Because they want to have a minimum number of writers in the writers' room, which would be between 20 and 30 individuals on shows that don't run for longer than 8 episodes in a fucking season. I'm sorry.
Dribble, bitch.
Go fuck yourself. You do not deserve to be paid that much for that many people.
What an idiot.
The quality is shit now. You do not deserve to get all of these benefits. They have given in to every other demand up to that point. And just because you are not going to be allowed to have all of your friends and your little fucking fuck game party in the writer's room, you're going to refuse $11,000 or $14,000? I say again, go fuck yourself. The common man thinks that you are an entitled little bitch.
Hello.
I don't think that math is right. $14,000 a week or a month? Did you say?
A week.
14,000 a week.
14,000 a week. I'm sorry, my math was way off, but it's 14,000 a week, between 11,000 a week and 14,000 a week.
Well, give me the year. Give me the yearly pay.
They didn't give one.
All right,
but
so
it's based off of. Hold on, before you do all that math, because you're correct, that math doesn't track. The thing is
that's
is
720. Yeah, go ahead.
They don't work for a full year. It's the same concept as teachers. They get paid based on a weekly basis, but they don't get paid for a full year's work because they don't work for a full year.
Right.
So the math actually, and I don't remember the exact numbers, but the math actually amounts to between 100,000 and 130,000. But if they did get paid even a little bit more, it'd be 130,000 to 160,000 a year.
All right, let me maximize it by 160,000, and I divide that by 52 weeks in a year. That's $3,000 a week. $3,076 and 90. $3,000 and $3,076.92 a week.
Yeah, that is a good.
I'll give you some
income.
context. I'll give you some context. I was making 2 G's a week working on the video game. So I was pulling 4 G's. I'll be damned, some guy like typing on a fucking keyboard is gonna make more than me. Fuck that shit. And I got like 17 years experience. That's fucking stupid. I say cut their pay to an adjunct at a particular school I won't mention. And have them get paid $18 an hour. Because there are kids in school that will give their left nut to be in that position that they're in right now.
I know, right?
So, if they want to hire me, I'll do it for $2,500 a week. I'll give them a deal.
I know, right?
I'll cross over I'll be a fucking scab. They can eat my dick. I can go there and write shit. It's easy. Well, that's not easy. Acting is a little bit easier than that, but writing takes a lot. Writing is harder for me, to be honest with you. Like,
and I'll tell you what, you'll probably
produce
better content than what we've been getting.
Hire Oni. Oni's good at writing, even though she says she's not good at it. Like her second draft is really good, but her first draft is good in anything. She's like, here, I just whipped this out, and it's like a lot better. Like I would do like 6 or 7. I'm not doing it to kiss her ass. I just can't write. I'm not a wordsmith, but not bad for a Marine. Just saying.
Thank you.
It's just
You
I
eat as many
know-
crayons as I do, you wind up making some sort of art at some point.
Yeah, she could shit rainbows, motherfucker.
That's right. That was she can shit rainbows. That is a fucking t-shirt. You're gonna have her like a rainbow hair and have her like poop rainbows and shit. That's great.
I shit
I'm
more
not here for a
intelligent
long time,
rainbows
but-
than you study, fucker.
Right? It's crazy.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I know I kind of went off a little bit there. It's just
That's fine.
aggravating to think that they
Yes.
refused such a phenomenal pay increase
Yeah. Stupid.
It's ridiculous, man.
because their buddies can't be hired and kept on board. But I have a theory as to why.
Give us some fucking money.
Yes, it's the Writers Guild.
Give us some fucking money.
If their people
Come at me, I fucking dare
are
you.
not working because they are not hiring as many people as they were, the guild itself does not get its union dues.
That's true.
The less people working, the less
AI.
people there are paying union dues.
AI
Anyways.
that shit, man.
I'm off my soapbox. I'm sorry.
No,
I
you're
went
fine. I
long.
think everyone agrees with you on the screen here, so
Do we have to?
I will open the floor. Whoever wants to pick it up and run with it next.
Soda, what do you have to say about this? Do you give a shit, or were you paying attention?
I
or-
just fuck you. I mentioned this several times with unions. They're either really good, really bad. People get fucked. People don't get fucked. I don't think there's ever been the medium per se where everybo's
Fat chicks
happy.
need love too.
They pretend they're happy. Like one side pretends they're happy just so they can get it over with. But I mean, I wish sometimes there was. Right. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say because it's stupid. I wish we could go in and be like, "Hey, our union said you gotta pay us this much because me and Chief would be happy."
Right. We're gonna do the we'll go to a different route. We're gonna go to the Soda and Chief School of Motion Graphics and Animation.
Might actually get quality people coming out of that school.
And we're not regrading your shit 7 times.
Either that or we get nobody because me and Chief would be like, "Everybody fucking sucks. We have no students."
That's the on button.
How do you save a file? How do you copy and paste? These are questions that have come up at our school, by the way. No.
What does this button do?
Come at me, I fucking dare you.
Oh shit! It summons. It summons Oni. Everybody might want to
I'll slap
run.
the shit out of you. Bitches be thirsty.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that.
That's all I have to say.
And that's all
that.
I'm about to say about that.
I think I ruined your roommate's robe.
There looked like there was a lot of notes, Chieftain. Are you satisfied with how much we covered in this?
Am I satisfied?
Yeah. Well, you're
yes,
the-
I am I am very satisfied. I have no notes for Sunday's meeting. We have meetings and we try to critique our stuff to see how we can make it more entertaining for you guys.
What is that supposed to mean, Ghost?
Honestly, I would love to see Oni try a tech class with her personality.
Try and teach a class with her personality.
She'll like, okay, hello, I'm Blacklight Oni. Sit down, shut the fuck up. You will listen to me for the next 3 hours on how to turn on your computer.
Like, you want an extension? Fuck you.
No. Fuck you. You fail.
Come on,
Learn
it
to
can't
deal
be
with it.
that bad.
I wish I was like that.
I don't think
sometimes.
Oni would be like that, actually. I don't know how she would be, to be honest with you.
And
Probably be
sadly,
worse.
You think so? You think so?
I think I've become nicer over the years. Like, 'cause I'd be like, no, that's fucking stupid. That's stupid. No, you don't deserve an extension. Yeah.
We had a conversation literally before the show. You said give the kid a fucking 0 and just call it done.
That's different.
What you
That's
fucking told
different.
me.
That has nothing to do with us, though. That's not our fault. If it was your fault, that's a different story. It was not
That's
your fault.
true.
So
I don't need to imagine that, Ghost. I live it on a regular basis. I ask a question, And if Oni's on camera, I see the look on her face.
Yeah.
Well,
They
to
call
be
that
honest,
body
it's
English.
it's generally not me asking a question. It's somebody saying something, and then Oni is just utterly baffled at the fact that she just heard something that she did not think would be voiced.
She's like, here's my thing. As the instructor, it would be my job to find out how the student learns.
It was just,
of course. Yeah.
It was just that
deal with-
easy, though. Like when you're online and we don't meet our students, they don't come to class. You don't have any clue what their personality is. Like you can
I
learn.
think she's
from
talking about in person.
Okay, that'd be totally different.
Go ahead, Oni.
And the thing is that there are instances where the instructor says, it is your job to learn from me. It is your job to learn how I teach. And I don't recall if I've encountered someone like that. I can adapt, but the problem is not everybody has that ability. And as the instructor, it is your duty and your privilege to help these students become more capable and skilled in what you're teaching them. Yes, they are going to be your competition, but you should feel proud and honored that they are carrying on what you do. You should feel a sense of pride that they are taking what you have taught and running and finding new paths, building new bridges, doing their own thing with what you've taught. You should be able to be proud of that. And if a student is not receptive to the way you are teaching, find another way. If you've expanded everything you can, you've gotten outside help, then maybe the student is a bad fit for the course, maybe they're a bad fit for the lessons, for that skill, or maybe they just don't give a fuck. But as the instructor, you have to do all that stuff first. It is not the student's job to go, well, the teacher teaches it this way, so I have to learn it this way. Not necessarily. Over time, you will learn that. But as a student, it is your job to at least understand the material and be able to practice it with proficiency. It is not to learn about how your instructor teaches. You're supposed to absorb the information and be able to practice that.
Yep.
If the instructor isn't teaching it in a way that makes sense to you, then they need to find a way how to communicate to you. But again, I'm not a teacher. There's a reason why.
Well,
lots of reasons.
I'm going to add just the pair of cents, 2 cents onto that. And then I think we should probably take another step forward in our slides. My thought is, in the proper learning years, quote unquote, kindergarten through 12th grade, I would agree it is entirely the job of the teacher to figure out how a child learns and facilitate their learning style. When it comes to higher education, as it was once upon a time called, now I'm not so sure, the student is paying for the education, so it's on them to jive with the teaching style. And in my opinion, at that point, the student is an adult and better damn well figure out how to get their money's worth. Again, that's just an opinion, though.
No.
Get muted, bitch.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh boy. Uncle Roger was copyright struck by Toei Animation.
Hiya!
Hiya, Uncle Roger. Know who else was copy struck?
Not us, because we never do.
Actually, I haven't
every
checked
other
that
week.
file.
Team 4-star. So, yeah, let's get some context on this from
Blacklight Oni.
Blacklight Oni.
Okay, so Uncle Roger is a great personality. Usually does a lot of judging on people's cooking skills or lack thereof. His big rise to fame, as far as I'm aware of, was egg fried rice. Which, if you've never had egg fried rice, fan-fucking-tastic shit. That
amazing.
stuff's amazing.
So
Carbs, it's filling, it's warm, it's so versatile. It's great.
It
I
makes the
mean,
weight loss
unless you're like
challenge hard.
something. So here's the thing. He decided, in the spirit of what he's been doing, to judge a certain animated chef's cooking. If I recall, it was Sanji from One Piece. Only problem is, Toei Animation found out and copyright struck his thing. So he had to argue it, or he would have X amount of days before it was taken offline. So he basically was like, hey, look, can you guys please just watch it while it's up, and then we can all mourn together the loss of this video. So unfortunate, it happens. The problem is this isn't the first time a major creator has had an issue with Toei Animation, and it would be questionable if they were actually breaking copyright laws. That other group was Team 4-Star, whom, if you remember, were famous because of, yes, their Dragon Ball, their DBZ Abridged series, which was hilarious, but also their Hellsing Abridged series, which was notorious in like the last 3 episodes for being copyright struck like 5 fucking times before it finally was able to stay up. That's what she said. And there was even news that a Japanese man was sentenced to prison time and fines for breaking copyright law. If I recall, it was Nintendo this time, but we also know they peck pretty fucking hard. And the issue with this is, was it legit, or were those companies strong-arming to maintain control over their IP, or what was the artist using fair use? You know, fair use is a huge issue regarding anything on the internet. So a lot of these Japanese companies tend to be very, very particular about that. So we stand with Uncle Roger. I hope you're doing okay. I hope that your video was actually within fair use. And I hope Toei Animation maybe just relaxes a little bit. Guys, I really don't think you're losing that much money. It's for
35
fun.
cents. Is this oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go.
Is this a video clip?
It looks like it.
I'm not sure of what though.
Is this the one that got canceled?
It looks like
No.
just a compilation.
Okay. Why does it have my initials?
Hiya.
Hiya! Compilation.
No, hiya. And his basically greatest enemy would be Jamie Oliver. Apparently, he hated his version of shrimp fried rice.
Oh.
Yeah. He thought Chef Ramsay did okay. He also thought Andy Cooks did very well too.
How come this meme is like what goes on in my head? Do you really believe your own hype? I am the hype.
I am.
That's Vegeta. Yep.
You know what's sad is that was a great Vegeta impersonation.
Was it?
That's sad to me.
Yeah,
Was it? I never even watched Dragon Ball.
Vegeta.
What?
Vegeta.
They took his hair off. My God. Like,
does he really believe in his hype that much? I am the hype.
I am the hype.
No.
Like, I walk around the gym and go to people and go, why am I not fucking famous yet? Why am I not famous yet? I have to show like boobies or something? I don't get it. Why am I not famous yet? Why aren't the Hugh Hefner thing? Where are all the hot blondes with the fake boobies? That's all I like to know. Just asking. Where are they? I'm very angry about. I'm like, I got Rodney Dangerfieldism. He was very upset that he hit it big later in life and not when he was younger.
Right.
That's what I have. Except I don't have that the first part. Not famous yet. I don't want to be famous. I want to be infamous.
I mean, that's a lot easier.
It is. I could just say, "Oh, Logan Paul is a fucking bitch," and I can take him in a fight, and then it'll go viral, and then I go in there and get my ass knocked out in the first round.
Right.
No, see, if you watched that actual fight,
Which one? There's
motherfucker.
like 1,000 of them.
No. I'm talking about the fight. It was Mayweather that he went up against. Remember?
Okay. What was the one? Who's the one that wrestles? Is that Jake Paul?
I think it's Logan now.
Which one is it, Soda? Do you remember? He fought Ricochet in 2 pay-per-views ago.
I've
It's
seen
Logan.
Yeah, it's
okay,
Logan.
I'd wrestle Logan Paul.
Yeah,
I wouldn't fight Jake Paul. He's
no,
too big.
it's Logan. I think that fought Mayweather. I don't remember now. But I remember seeing like the first little bit of that, and it was sad. Straight up, they squared off, and they were like 30 seconds in, and Logan like was knocked out on his feet, or whoever it was. Dude got knocked out on his feet, and he was still standing. And Mayweather came up, and like they clinched for a minute, and you could tell he was trying to rouse him. He's like, "Come on, we got to do this for the fans. Come on."
Yeah, that one was not even like sanctioned or anything.
There was money on the table though, so
So if Mayweather has anything to do with it, there's money. So that's the way it works.
Yeah, well, that's his nickname, isn't it?
Yes.
Money Mayweather.
Yeah.
That's what they call him.
Yeah, Money Mayweather.
the
I'll
Paul
wrestle.
brothers have done a little bit of everything: wrestling, boxing,
Okay.
MMA. But
I'll wrestle
apparently
Becky Lynch.
Logan's not good enough for any of the actual fighting sports, so he just showboats in wrestling now.
You see him wrestle? He's a fucking amazing. He's really
He's
good.
pretty good.
He's
sadly.
really good. Yeah,
He's good at showboating.
Well, I mean, what do you think wrestling is? It's athletic
I
prowess,
don't-
a little bit of showboating, a little bit
I
of
don't
choreography and acting. You got to do a lot of that stuff.
You got to do a lot of that stuff, but I have 100,000 times more respect for everybody else in the game except him.
I'll
and
hot
the
oil
reason-
wrestle Becky Lynch.
The reason I don't have any respect for him
Yeah, me too.
being in the game is because all of those other guys,
Maybe Trish Stratus.
Both
all of
them.
those other guys
Same
and
time.
girls actually had to go through the training and they had to make something of themselves to actually
Absolutely.
get somewhere. He just rode his already existing fame to get pigeonholed in.
Yeah, they talked to Edge about that. And Edge's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, he's good for the sport. That's all that matters. So, you don't know who Edge is either. You know,
Yeah,
Ben.
Adam. I know him as Adam because we're tight.
But
Yeah, I actually, he was wrestling in a dark show, which meant he was walking down an aisle, and I hit him in his hand when he was walking by, and he'd even. I was like, "Oh, this guy's gonna turn around and kick my ass!" Right? I was like in my 20s. This was Edge. I turned to my friend, and I'm like, "That was Edge." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, I go, "I'm bigger than him." He's like, "Yeah." I go, "What a little bitch." I go like that. I'm like 23. I'm like talking shit to a fucking wrestler, and I'm like, wow, that was fucking stupid. Now looking, I was like, wow, what an idiot.
You look
But
back now.
I was taller than him. I was like, he was like maybe 5'10", but he wears these thick heels.
Yeah.
What, like, oh, sorry, wrong camera. Wrong camera. There we go. His heels are like that on his wrestling boots. And I'm like, and I was still taller than him. And I'm like, oh. And now I like him and I feel bad. I almost want to go up to him and go, yo, dude, I'm so sorry. He's like, I don't even fucking remember that. Would
No,
probably
that-
be the conversation.
That's exactly what he would say.
Yeah, it's like, I don't fucking remember
Who the
that.
fuck are you?
Yeah, who are you? Exactly. I'm a Hall of Famer, bitch. I got a ring. What do you got? I go, I got college debt. That's what I
Right.
got.
That's what we do have. Plenty of that.
Oh, okay. Musha. The Mucha Foundation and the Council of the
Yeah.
City of Prague have come together to preserve and maintain the Slav epic by Alphonse Mucha. Yes.
That is absolutely terrifying, Soda. Don't do that anymore.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, what is he doing?
I think he yawned and his
It did.
video tracking like caught him opening his mouth wide, and that's absolutely horrific.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Say,
Wait.
motherfucker.
You waiting for a ball to get put in there?
Something.
The big ball?
Balls, sausage, whatever.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That was perfect.
So Oni, please.
I do apologize if this gets a little in depth, just because I am a huge fan of
Sounds
this.
like you're in Starfield.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I had to adjust my microphone real quick.
Okay, no worries. Go ahead.
Before you take off, Oni, because I know this is going to be a wild ride, I just try to keep in mind the format. Drop the facts. Let's go around, and then you roll it up.
She's gonna fucking kill you, bro.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, because I already did that. I already
Yeah,
did
so
that
you
with the previous topic.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Thank God he's moving up the list and pushing
Yeah,
me down the
right.
list. Thank you, Hero.
Oh no, you're still on that shit list, buddy. Go ahead, Oni.
Hello,
Oh,
Lord
hello,
Bucket.
Lord Bucket.
How are you? Welcome back. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Welcome.
How's it going?
Welcome to the insanity. Go ahead, Miss Oni. The floor is yours, ma'am.
So we talk about a lot of different types of art, whether it's production design, whether it's graphic design, lighting, that's video games, things like that. But this is one of those times where we actually get to see art history in the making, and not just art history, but art preservation. So one of the art periods I probably love the most is Art Nouveau. Art Nouveau was a period of time just before Art Deco, which was popular in the 1920s and 30s. If you've seen Great Gatsby or anything Gatsby-esque, you've seen it. It's going to be a lot of designs, a lot of bold colors, bold patterns, things like that. Art Nouveau came just before then, and unfortunately never really caught on. It didn't last very long. It was like generously given maybe 20 years as an art movement, and was essentially considered a, quote, complete art, because there was furniture design, there was jewelry, a lot of jewelry still exists, movie prints, theater prints, product packaging, things like that. And the reason why was because when they wanted Art Nouveau, it means basically new art.
Right.
But it was characterized by very vibrant and rich colors, a lot of floral and nature-inspired themes and designs. And one of the artists who is known to be a trailblazer for this was Alphonse Mucha. And Mucha was in an area of the world that had a lot of shifting borders. And this area happened to be in Eastern Europe. And one of his greatest life's works, besides his family, was the cultural, I don't want to say progress, because that has a connotation today, the cultural foundation and legacy of the Slavic people, but in particular where he was. And he wound up settling in the city of Prague, which was at the time a part of Bohemia, or other names, because again, these regions changed a lot. So his art, his pushing for a cultural identity for these people, was culminated in a series of epic paintings that he did that were not Art Nouveau. His paintings were very different, and they were called the Slav epic, which was essentially, if I recall, 21 paintings that tell the story of the Slavic people, from migrations to wars to natural disasters to the overcoming of great issues, to finally come to their homeland, to a paradise of sorts. And he was instrumental in the founding of what would become Czechoslovakia. which unfortunately didn't last very long because Nazi Germany decided to kick its shit in, and then Soviet Union decided to take what was left. But
And then got split up again later.
but
Which time?
the Czech Republic did keep Prague and did maintain a cultural identity. And in the city of
And
Prague
drugs.
is the only museum dedicated to Alphonse Mucha's works, maintained by the Mucha Foundation, that is run by his grandson. And this week, he, on behalf of the foundation, the Mucha Foundation, signed with the Council of the City of Prague to maintain and showcase the Slav epic for generations to come. This is not something we've seen very often. A lot of artists, if they've had museums made, these museums have existed for years. Van Gogh has one. I'm sure Dali has one. Oh, yeah, no, Dali has one because it's in Florida. If
St.
not
Petersburg,
multiple places. So for a man who spent his life trying to form a place for his people in the artistic sense, because that was how he helped to tell stories, how he maintained traditions, and the forming of bonds. I think it's very important. And if anyone wants me to be able to tie this into a video game,
Yes.
Deus Ex Mankind Divided takes place in Prague. So fuck you, that's my excuse. But I just
Right.
So this topic had history.
Here comes
It
Nightcrawler.
has the preservation of identity, of life, of history to show to younger generations and the guests of the city of Prague. And I think it's wonderful to see. So I would like to hear what you all have to say. I know you may not be as excited as I am, but maybe it'll have piqued your interest.
I want some of Hero's rum that he's talking about in the private chat.
Sweet.
But I think anytime you preserve anything that's art and history related,
Don't get angry.
for future generations to enjoy, it's a good thing. So regardless of whatever the personal history is, it's good, bad, or ugly, it's still history, and I think it's good to preserve. I like that. But yeah, Soda.
I love this art style, so I am all for preserving it. Like,
yes.
I mean, I talk about. I mean, well, I haven't talked about it lately, but I have talked about it before. So when we're going over the time periods of art, and this definitely is one of my favorites, honestly. A lot of, like Oni said, there's a lot of nature, but there's also a lot of symmetry, which that's what I like about it. A lot of
it's the OCD in you.
Yeah, I was
right
waiting for that.
Yeah, like, don't put it fucking 2 millimeters off. You fell, like.
Watch your borders. No bleeding. No,
But-
you're in a bleed border.
But yeah, I 100% agree with Oni on this one. So.
Oh, it's my
Hero.
turn?
Yeah. Under
The-
15 minutes.
Despite my, not so humorous attempt at a joke earlier, I do agree that this is a phenomenal thing. I'm not typically into traditional arts like this. It's nothing against it. It just doesn't necessarily appeal to me. However, art and history are 100% important in my book, and I think preserving any and all forms of art is very important. I just happen to think that the current era of art is more represented in the forms of entertainment that we have nowadays. Not so much
True.
comics as much as it used to be, but comics, video games, movies, TV shows. I think that is the modern era of artistic expression, and
Everything that's on strike right now.
yeah, and I don't
Right.
think that enough people appreciate the contemporary art styles, and I think that it is very much in danger of possibly being erased or disappearing because of the lack of interest in the more contemporary and historical styles of art. Not saying that it will be erased, but I'm saying that it is very much in danger of possibly being erased.
In danger, yes. But I think what will be very interesting to contend with is the rise and the pushback
Of the Empire.
of AI art. Because the more some people try to rely on these digital creations, the more people wonder what they might be missing. And so they go back. They look at what other artists were doing. And when you're in art school, or if you take classes for these things, they teach you how to do it the old school way. Maybe not super duper old school. Okay, we're not going to go find a cave and find a piece of, coal to draw on the walls.
Damn it.
Where's your inkwell?
Or
Your
rip
inkwell,
our
your
own
crow
ear
quill.
off and paint with it.
But they take you back to some key foundational methods and skills. And you don't have to master it, but you need to try it out so you have an appreciation and possibly new interest in why it was done the way it was done. It's not just learning for the sake of learning, which, don't get me wrong, I love. Some people don't have the patience for that, and they may not understand why, and that's okay. But you need to teach these things because they are worth preserving. And not everything has to be about the dollar sign. Sometimes it's purely for the enrichment of the self. And
Give us
that,
some fucking money.
Yeah.
that can be absolutely invaluable.
Yup.
If you don't appreciate what was done before, how can you have a deeper appreciation or understanding of the skills you need for tomorrow? So I'm okay with this. I love this. And I hope it is able to stand for many generations to come, which is a nice way of saying, please do not take over the Czech Republic again. Holy shit. They need a break.
That's where they do a lot of drugs.
I mean, so does West Virginia.
Yeah, but like,
And we know what
there's
lives
drug
there.
dens in the Czech Republic. They're all over. In Prague, they're all over the place. Like people like, it looks like San Francisco over there.
There's so many more. Do you want me to go through all of them, Chief?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Please go through all of them.
No, I kind of did it. Like I saw that and you didn't have to tell me. I already knew what you wanted me to do. So.
I'm on drugs.
The cocaine's a hell of a drug, as Rick James used to say. I never did coke. When I did coke, this conversation.
Back when?
Back in the day, but yeah.
Did you skip over the trivia slide?
Yeah.
Oh, because it was in there and shouldn't have been. I got it.
Yeah. It's supposed to be there and then the answer. I don't know how that. I'm confused.
Anyway, moving on.
But yeah.
Why?
Why, dear Lord?
Thank you to our boosters. Soda Pop, hype
Give
it
us
over.
some fucking.
What the fuck?
Dancing on Hero's face.
Lick it.
That's why he keeps the beer in there. It's a flavor saver. Soda, Hypernova, The Mariner, Ezreal, Stormwolf Song, Prophet, and
Here and
Death.
Please, we need that last one so we get our sound bits back.
Yeah, we need some sound bits. And $10,000 more to get to South by Southwest. Well, yeah. Thank you so much. Also, check us out on all these. New one! We got a new one! Yay! I changed the logo for the Twitter one. Yay! It's X.
X.
Kick, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter X, or X, Instagram, Rumble, Facebook, and your sister's ass.
I know not a lot of people like calling it X now, but I've had such a hatred for Twitter for so long. It's delicious to see
It's
that it
still
got
gonna cause so many issues because I gotta go check
Yeah,
my
like
X.
I had to check my X today.
Yeah, you like,
I
what?
mean,
You
just
fucking
because
what?
that was your reaction does not mean
I'm pretty
that
passive when it comes to that shit. So you
You're
know, imagine
fucking Soda. You're fucking paranoid. That's what you are.
you're not wrong, Lord Bucket.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know, it's poetic justice to me.
I don't like Twitter either, but I don't like anything I could have come up with. I think he did it on purpose. He's
Yes,
fucking
he
crazy.
did.
He wanted a company to be called X so bad.
Even when PayPal was in its infancy, it started out as X.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
just
know why.
I wonder how much you had to
it's
pay
just
for
his
that.
thing.
I don't know.
Can you imagine having to pay for X? Like,
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
but why?
Hey, Soda. Hey, Soda. Hey, Soda.
What?
Last time you paid for X, were you hallucinating for a long period of time?
That's possible.
When's the last time you had X?
Actually, funny story. I'm actually gonna go into a story like everybody else because you mentioned X. X back in the days, a long time ago, was prescribed to couples in marriage counseling to help the relationship. So,
Are you serious? I did not know this.
Yeah, I swear to God, it was before it was before they banned it. So, and it helped. They literally have studies showing it fucking helped couples because I mean that's what it's meant to do, right? So yeah, it's a good useless.
My
fact
friend was
for you
addicted
guys.
to that.
But no, I've never done X. I never really. I always heard. I don't know if it's true or not. That basically you can't get it up when you're on X. So what would be the point?
I heard it dries out your spinal fluid ecstasy.
And anyway, I've never really had the need to try it. So.
And plus, it messes with your endorphins, so you can't be happy or sad. You just be like
a lunatic.
Milquetoast.
But it was good for couples. So. And I'm all for fucking making couples happy nowadays because they need them. So.
Anyways,
yes,
it's funny that the results are satisfactory. Soda. I'm glad I fucking trolled you with that question.
Yeah. You forget I watch a lot of Discovery channels. Discovery, history, all that crazy
Mojo, fun little fact. They still are. They just call it Ritalin.
Right.
Methamphetamines were also RX at one time. No, methamphetamines are not Ritalin. It's speed. It's two different drugs.
Yeah.
I was on Ritalin, I know.
As was I. I would also
so
know.
you would know that speed is not a methamphetamine.
What I know is that from everything that I know, the side effects were not what you get from speed. They were what you get from fucking
if
meth.
you have a chemical, you have a chemical difference in your brain, it's going to have an opposite effect. So when I took it, it just like
I was so high, man. I felt like Hank the Tank. I was just like, oh, why is everything moving so fucking slow?
That wasn't my reaction to it.
Oh man, I was just like, I was so like, it slowed me down so much. It was just like, my grade point average went up a full grade in undergrad, but yeah, it was. I was not wired at all on it.
I don't know what to. Don't know if everybody's mileage differs on the stuff.
High right now, man.
But I can tell you right now, as somebody who grew up with ADHD, I have personally learned to kind of channel it to my advantage to a degree. It's not perfect by any means.
Good job.
And neither are you, sir. But I've learned to deal and cope and handle it. Other people that I work with, and I think that this might just be a trend amongst people that are very technically inclined and in the IT field. But about half of my office and half of the people on my DevOps team are either prescribed some form of Ritalin or have been diagnosed with severe ADHD in their adulthood.
Bucket says he just drinks. Now, is this the same Bucket? Is this the Australian guy? I want to make sure I'm not confused. There's like I know the Lord Bucket, but I know two people with the Bucket in their names, and I don't want to mess them up.
One, the gentleman from
Adderall's another popular one. Yeah, I know a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is okay. It is the Australian one. Yeah, the one who works out a lot that makes me look bad. I know. I remember him. Man, he was like a workout fiend. It was awesome. Like he was like, I'm working out now. I'm gonna be all ripped. I'll be back to stream with you guys. And then 3 years later, he's in our chat. I'm fucking with him. I'm just kidding. I know he had some things that he had some things I'm not gonna discuss on a live because it's not like it's a private thing. So I get it. But I like him. He's a good streamer. You guys want to check him out? Let's give him a shout out too. Lord Bucket's a good streamer. So let's do that.
We lost one and gained another.
Yeah. There we go.
Hey. Okay.
Oh, he gets a double.
Yeah, it alerts it on both. Yeah. It's not supposed to do it technically on Twitch, but
well, what you gonna do?
I turned it off on here, so I don't know how it keeps on get turned on.
We got an Oni Yomi. What?
Yeah, we have an Oni's Yomi. Thank you for that segue. Appreciate it. Oni's Yomi. There we go.
I think the picture speaks for itself.
Oh, God.
I've got one thing to say.
Oh, my God.
And only one thing. Is this a good idea? Is this wise? Should you do this? What does Oni say?
Yeah. Oni, are you opening this up for everybody, for us to speak?
Oh, yeah, sure, please.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Hero. Just wanted to establish.
No, you're fine. It was right to ask. I just wanted to give her a good tee off here, and I'll go ahead and I'll try that again. Is this a good idea? Is this wise? Do you really think that Baja Blast should be put in a gelato form? And what is Oni's answer?
Actually, yes, it would make sense out of most frozen confectionaries to put it as a gelato because the ice structure will be incredibly fine. Sodas aren't known for turning into a frozen treat very well because the carbonation makes it act funny when you try to put it in freezing temperatures. So when you try to make those popsicles back when you were a kid, they kind of tasted funny, but yet when you go to 7-Eleven and you get your Slurpee, it tastes really good. Yeah, there's a reason why. So by what I'm going to assume is taking the syrup and mixing it with only the very essential ingredients that you need for gelato, it'll be able to have a very creamy, very bright, and almost mouthfeel sparkly without the carbonation flavor. So right now, Taco Bell is experimenting with certain restaurants having the Baja Blast gelato. And let me just say, I don't know if they've done any color grading. I'm sure they probably did. One, I appreciate them using an actual fucking spoon. I don't know if you've seen them, but Asian spoons are the best spoon. I stand by that because that fucker's a bowl with a handle. But also,
not a fan.
But also look at the packaging. It's almost an iridescent color scheme, which is also part of my favorite colors to see. But again, we'll see. Now, I do have one question for them. Why the fuck did you release it in September? Baja Blast season in soda can form is almost over, and so is the summer. Why didn't you release this in May? Wouldn't it have made more sense? Well, I'm sure. I mean, we've had some pretty warm days out here. We've had some pretty warm days up here where I'm at, but come on. Could have released it a couple months ago, but hey, we got some folks who like to release horror movies in the middle of April, so I should let this go.
Well, it is Pumpkin Spice Month, or I like to call it White Bitch Awareness Month.
Hell yeah.
So might as well just throw in a lot of those exotic flavors. I have a question for just like the chat and you guys. Mountain Dew Baja Blast, I get it. It's an exclusive to Taco Bell. But gelato is fucking Italian. Why the fuck is it at Taco Bell? It's a gelato.
So you're having it
It makes
Italian?
zero sense and insulting my culture. That's all I have to say. I'm going to go march and burn shit down. That's
Well,
it.
you're talking about
I think
Italian
you're the wrong
gelato
color for that, sir.
with an Asian spoon.
Oh my God.
Okay, then I want people to stop putting avocado in sushi.
Yeah, I agree.
Or pineapple on pizza.
Honestly,
or pineapple on pizza. Thank you.
I'm honestly indifferent when it comes to
Oh,
avocado and sushi. So, I mean, I could take it or leave it.
I'll burn stuff down with you. I was kidding, by the way. I don't want
We
the
do not
FBI
endorse-
to get me. So
We do not endorse the
That's true,
chaos and
Mojo.
destruction.
America, we appropriate every fucking thing. That is true.
I feel we kind of lost our way somewhere over the last.
Yeah,
20
I
years.
think somebody
10
lost the
years.
plot somewhere and hasn't figured out where to get it back.
Like, what is
Well-
America? America used to be the strong country. Now we don't even know what the fuck we are.
They're like,
I
you're America. You guys
feel-
can't even fucking read. Ha ha.
Can't read. You don't know what. If you have a dick or a penis or vagina.
Is it a dick and a penis the same thing?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Okay.
I feel
Just double check.
pain like in my heart for Lord Bucket right now. He has never
Yeah.
had sushi.
Oh wow.
I feel pain for you, sir. Don't
Only
understand what
very
you're
little.
missing.
I just want to let you know, Oni, I want to try this. With
I
joking
do
aside,
too.
I would want to try it. It looks. I like Mountain Dew, even though Mountain Dew is like banned in 30 other countries because it's considered like the stuff in it's considered a poison. But yeah, I shit you not. Look it up. There's like countries that have banned Mountain Dew because of the chemicals that are inside the soda. But not our soda. Soda probably has a lot of chemicals, and he probably can't go to a lot of countries. But
That's probably true.
What the fuck?
He's not lying. I mean, he's probably right. I'd probably set off the bomb detector, walking through there. They're like, you got bombs on you? Like, no, you're going to.
I am the bomb, bitch.
Right.
Funny story about that.
I want to try this. The more I look at it, the more I want to try it.
I don't
Funny
think I've
story
ever-
about that bomb detector there, Soda. You should have seen me walking through security on my trip.
Law.
As you all know, I favor many firearms. I handle many firearms. I take them out to shoot often. Going through the TSA was interesting to say the least. They have this
It's like
full,
Rick and Morty.
full body scanner that like it used to just be metal detectors and they'd hit you with the wand and stuff. No, you walk through the full body scanner and
Yeah,
you
the
hold
full
your
body.
hands up
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
have to
yeah.
turn to the side and this thing goes vroom, vroom, vroom around you. They pulled me to the side and pointed at a recording of me being scanned, and that apparently scans for gunpowder residue.
Oh God.
I lit that sucker up like a fucking Christmas
Giggity,
tree.
giggity, giggity.
I thought they pulled you aside because they had the scanner and they're like, well, we scanned your body and is your penis really that small?
Well,
No. They asked
They
me.
must have had my scan in there instead of yours then.
They asked me like what I was doing within the last 48 hours, and I just like looked at them, and my coworkers were
Rob the convenience store.
behind me in line, and they were talking mad shit. I thought I was gonna go to fucking prison.
Oh no!
You didn't get the full body, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Like, where you got it hidden? You got it up your ass? Let's go check.
Poor
Deep
Soda would
cavity-
want to go check.
Deep
go
cavity
ahead.
search done by Soda.
Put the rubber gloves on first, though.
He's like, I'm going so deep, I'm gonna hit the back of your fucking teeth, hero.
Whoa.
You had corn.
Got the baby 22 up there.
Oh my god. The one shot that they had from Back to the Future 3.
Right.
If anyone knows that reference, go check it out. But
Anyways,
Mojo
I
said,
totally stole this. I'm sorry.
no, it's fun. I want to try it just out of curiosity. If they have a smaller container than that one, I'd get that one. I don't think I could finish that.
Another one that somebody doesn't like to finish.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm a giver, not a taker, man. What can I say?
September, everybody.
Hear that, Maya?
It's for the subs.
Wow.
I haven't seen her in chat, so I had to pick somebody in the chat. I couldn't say that to Mojo. She'd get mad at me. But Mojo said it took Mr. Mojo 10 years to try sushi. She's like,
Maya
what?
said what? At least she's paying attention.
Yeah, at least she is. I'll have a look at it. Thank you. And I can't eat seafood, so I'll read a menu. Oh, you might be allergic to seafood? Okay.
Yeah,
Seafood or
sorry.
shellfish?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah. My cousin's allergic to shellfish. The ones that's going to give us $4 million. He's in Switzerland right now. It's landlocked. Okay. Moving on. This could happen. Let's see. What is this? Can happen. Is this Gearbox?
Don't know.
I don't know what this is. There's no this. All it says that this could happen. LOL.
It's
Gearbox software.
Badger, so expect something funny.
Okay, so I'm gonna just hit play on this, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Hey guys, whose birthday is it?
Look out, we got a real emergency.
I have no fucking idea what this clip's
I
about.
think that was something about the Grimace challenge.
Oh, was it? Oh,
I have
okay.
no idea.
Don't know either.
The only way I'll eat spam.
Spam musubi.
Yeah, spam musubi. Spam. Fun fact: spam is really big in Hawaii.
It is.
And they have a lot of delicacies based around that, and raw tuna, by the way.
Yeah, I heard, but isn't that a Japanese thing?
What
too? Raw tuna.
Spam.
Well, I mean,
no,
Well,
no, it's
yes.
raw tuna. Yeah.
Sushi. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you figure out why that could possibly be.
Well, sushi, obviously. So.
Well, no,
Right?
because the tuna swim around Japan.
Obviously, yeah, because it's an island nation. Yeah.
But the thing about tuna is, it gets its flavor because it is a very carnivorous fish. That's why its meat is so red. It's very agile, very much a specialized predator. So it's also a very large fish. If you're
huge.
someone who
They're
if you're someone who
huge.
kind of has a difficult time relating or seeing relative size of things, Google how big a bluefin tuna can get.
Yeah,
okay?
they're massive.
Give you and
Yellowfin
nothing
too.
but
They're worth a lot of money.
absolute muscle. And the thing is that the flavor of tuna, the mouthfeel
It's like a steak.
can vary wildly, whether it's because of how old it is, how it was killed, how it was prepared. So there's a lot that goes into it. And if you're looking for a fish that takes to being cut and served on rice well, I would say tuna is a very safe option if you can eat fish. Salmon can, but it's hit or miss. Sometimes people will prepare it and it's kind of flavorless. Tuna tends to be a bit more forgiving when it comes to that.
I gotcha.
Unagi, which is eel, is cooked.
Oh, I thought that was the guy who trained the Karate Kid.
That's Miyagi.
I don't.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
I don't think they serve it raw. So unagi is cooked. So if you've never tried raw seafood or fish or it weirds you out, or you don't know, you've never tried sushi, unagi I'd say is very safe because it has a very strong flavor, but it's not overwhelming to the point of hopefully not making you feel ill. But if you want something that is a little bit different, a little harder to find, I would suggest inari. I put these in the chat as well. INARI, because it's bean curd. So it's basically fermented tofu. And they make a little pouch out of it, fill it with rice, and they serve it. So if you want something that's just kind of funny, funky out there, I love that stuff. But it's so hard to find because just, I guess, not that popular. But again, it's tofu.
Probably because it's hard to do right.
Right. This is how you make salmon taste better. You get seasoned breadcrumbs, Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. You get pecorino romano cheese. You get garlic. You get olive oil. And you put that, you put the breadcrumbs, the garlic powder, salt, pepper, the Italian breadcrumbs, and then pour oil over the top of it. You want flavor. That's where you get flavor. Cook it for however long you cook a salmon steak, and there you go, Oni. It is amazing.
I will disagree with that because
you're just covering the flavor up.
No, if you're going to spend good money,
my mom's recipe. How dare you?
Okay, let me finish my statement.
It's really good though. It's really good though.
Smoked salmon.
Okay.
If you've never had
smoked fish, though, I don't like it.
Well, that's unfortunate because
I know.
If I want to feel like a bougie bitch, I'll buy a pack of that. And I won't bother with silverware. I won't bother with anything else. I'll just stick my hand in the container and eat the fish. It is so fucking good. It's also fucking expensive.
My mom buys the whitefish that. She'll just the whitefish. You open it up. It's smoked whitefish. And when I was little, my mom and dad would eat it just like that. And the smell of it, Oni, I
can't.
I have a bad memory of it. So any fish that's smoked, I can't. I can't.
Whitefish is. I can't do whitefish, but I think it has a lot to do with. Well, I grew up with a
fried
Filipino,
fish,
a Filipino stepmother,
right?
And it's a delicacy there, frying whitefish. I cannot do whitefish because of that, because that scent would permeate the house.
Yeah.
It got so bad that literally my dad banned her from frying fish inside the house. She would have to get an outside cooker to fry her whitefish.
I don't think I've ever had whitefish.
You might have had whitefish.
It's also known as milkfish.
I don't think we've ever had that. The only white fishes that we've eaten in our house or ever have been either cod, catfish. In my opinion, catfish is not respected enough. That stuff is awesome.
It is
very
really
forgiving.
Good. It's really good.
Super forgiving if you've never cooked fish before. You can deep fry that. You can pan fry that. Pan sear it. It's good.
You fry the shit out of that. It won't, because catfish only smells really bad when you cook it. But if you fry it, it curbs the smell. And
maybe I'm just used to it though. There are certain smells that bother me, but maybe it's because I like haggis. I've had haggis and I liked it. It's been a while, but I had haggis and I liked it. So maybe it just means I'm one of those that I'll eat weird things. Like I like crawfish.
Catfish.
No. That's
you're definitely right. Catfish does get a bad rat, and I think it's because of the nature of catfish itself. Catfish is
Well, yeah,
considered.
because trash animals get this
there you
thing
go.
about
just
that's what
voiced it.
poor people eat. But the thing is that they wind up being delicacies. Look at monkfish, called poor man's lobster, and now it's a delicacy.
Well, lobster was giving out in prisons back in the day. So.
I was waiting for you to. I was going to try to bring it to you, Soda, to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
sadly.
If you guys ever come to my house, I want you guys to try the salmon that I make.
Oh yeah.
I think you'll like it. I think you like it because it's not overpowering. Like the breading is not overpowering.
Put ketchup on
it. Fuck you. It accesses the pain. It accents the flavor of the salmon, and then you can even throw a little lemon on there too. And it's oh my god, it's molto bene. It's so good, molto bene, very good. So yeah, my accent's not very good, but I would ask you guys to give it a chance. I'm willing to give it a chance if you smoke
I will
fish,
accentuate what I said earlier.
Your penis.
That doesn't need accentuating.
That's what your wife said.
Whoa.
Well, you could ask her right now if you'd like.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
You're crazy. I don't want to
This
die.
is the last day we saw Chieftain. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I am protecting your life, sir. She knows where you live.
I love fucking with Hero. It's so much fun. Yeah, go ahead, Hero. I'm sorry. I'm
but
just.
I
You
will-
know I'm kidding.
I
You know I'm
will
kidding. Yeah.
Accentuate what I
she
said earlier about your mom's recipe with, if done properly, you will not cover the taste of the salmon. If done improperly, you will just bury the flavor of the salmon itself.
It's all in the timing and the heating and how much you.
Because you're talking
cook it.
about several things that have a powerful flavor to go on top of fish.
Yeah, it's really good though. I grew up with it.
I will take your challenge, sir. Next
Yeah,
time
it is
I'm
really good.
there, have it ready.
It's very filling because
Be
salmon's
prepared to
very
be
heavy.
judged.
I have no problem. It's like a steak. Like Oni was saying, like tuna is very heavy. So salmon's almost like that same type of texture to me. It's very heavy. You can only eat like maybe that much, and you're done. It's like I'm done. I'm gonna go. It feels like eating carbs when you eat it. So it's so good. But yeah, TikTok. Hey guys, I got banned on TikTok twice this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Were you trying?
No, but apparently I got invited to 2 lives or 3 lives on there. And one I got my live band chat banned because I made a fact about the vaccines not completely blocking the virus, and that was a violation on the Chinese app.
Wow.
And the second time was I was stating facts about something political, and everyone it's like those facts roll, and someone complained in the chat and banned my live for a week. So there was nothing that I said that was not factual on both aspects and got banned.
Sounds like fascism at its finest.
Yeah, so I'll go live if you guys want to check me out. It's at Chieftain XI. It's my name, but with XI at the end. But make sure you follow us on Laggin_Out. We're trying to get to 1,000 there so we can do lives on there as well. That way we can be as cool as Braided Bandit or Beeman Bandit, I should say. Chieftain, that's nothing. I get auto banned on Mariner's stream 5 times a night.
How the hell do you manage that, Gazoo?
Wait, isn't Gazoo
It's probably
a
like
mod
how you
on
treat.
there?
Yeah, it's probably like how you treat Badger.
Oh, they're funny bands.
What
Yeah.
the fuck is this thing?
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. What
Is that
the
a wiener
fuck?
bug?
I have no idea. What the fuck?
But no,
Those look like
that's
the
a
eyes
fair
from Starfield.
statement. That's wow. That's a fair statement, Oni. I do pick on Badger a little too much. But I do it for the lulz and out of love.
Does she get mad over that? Because we're just joking around.
No.
Okay.
Dance?
We're
Hell yeah.
just teasing everybody. If she does, let us know. We won't do it anymore.
He
So,
outright got banned by a moderator that wasn't even online.
Yeah, that's happened to me too.
How does that work?
Yeah, because they're cowards. They're like they'll have a name like user 8754321 and then go offline and then ban you and then that's it. Like there is literally no appeal process where you can actually email somebody or email the company. I'm like, why? And then like I designed a t-shirt. I designed they're gonna buy a bunch of American Gamer t-shirts, but I was joking around because this is when the Trump mugshot came in, and I was gonna say, like, what if I made a shirt that said orange is the new black and had like had Trump's mugshot? They're like, if you do that, I will buy it. So I made it that night and I put it on the store. But the store never approved it because apparently it's the property of Georgia and you can't make money from it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I put it on Spreadshirt and they flagged me for copyright.
Really?
I changed it 33%. I literally took the patch off. I masked out the background. I colored it. I made the legacy orange. I made everything orange, just made it funny. So that way, if you hate Trump or like Trump, you'd still buy the shirt, depending on what your perspective is, right? Because it's like, oh, this is a bad thing. Oh, no, it's a good thing. So I put that there, and someone said I'd wear it on my live, and then bring everyone to your merch page and buy it. I'm like, all right, and then like it's still in the approval process a week later. So if you go to our merch store, go see if it's there. I'm not sure if it popped up. I haven't checked in a couple of days. I think you can hit !lag swag. I think that is the code in the chat that you can do that in. Let me see. There it is. Yeah, I was right. Okay. I don't know if it's there, guys, but let me know if it's there. If it's not, that's fine. But I just thought it was fucking funny as hell, and I just wanted to put it there. So I made it. I was bored one night, and I made it. Instead of editing the video like I'm supposed to. But but guess what, Soda? Guess who's next?
What? Wait, I could talk again?
Yeah. You've been talking way too much tonight. Anyway.
I agree. Way too much.
Soda six pack. No 3D graphics. Cause Chieftain procrastinates.
Me too, because I could have made it.
So it's a Borderlands update, and it's Soda six pack. So what's up, Soda? What's up with this?
So as you guys know, I kind of have a thing for Borderlands in my heart.
No idea.
And I proposed to Tiny Tina on our award show last year.
That's true.
And she just said that's not creepy, But anyway, Borderlands 3 is getting a full update. So all you guys that play Borderlands for many moons have realized they haven't done an update in, I'm going to say, a year and a half at least, somewhere around there. So, but they are releasing this. You're going to get a bunch of new skins, weapons, trinkets, weapon skins, and a bunch more cosmetics, which this is nothing new. I mean, honestly, from a Borderlands perspective, by about this time, most people have probably kind of put it on the buy it on Steam when it goes, for $5. So, let's see, it will be actually going out live here. Actually, it went live. So August 31st. I didn't know that. I thought it was
Didn't this also coincide with an update that included crossplay?
That's in here. I don't see it. This was more about
banana.
Yeah, that too. They are releasing a new collector's edition for you guys who didn't know, called Pandora's Box, which will basically have all the games and updates.
Giggity.
Yeah. Well, Pandora, if you play Borderlands, is not the Pandora we know about. So it apparently it's $60 now, and they're gonna jack it up to $150. So I guess they're kind of trying to say if you need to fucking buy it now. But yeah, well, if you get the Pandora's Box edition, you'll get 4 new Hunter helms, and let's see, 4 new Hunter skins, 2 Echo Drive skins, so 4 new trinkets. Trinkets are kind of cool. That's one of the few things that I think they added them to Call of Duty, didn't they? Where you could like add your trinket hanging off your gun now.
Yeah, I
Fucking
think
posers.
so. Fuck you.
So they are going to add cosmetics that were impossible to obtain. On Crazy Earl, we know Crazy Earl, he takes the rare material in there that you trade in. So, oh, they updated
Crazy Earl.
the shift menu. Just in some instances of Iridian writing, which that makes sense. So, corrected the pain freeze icon. I don't know what that means. Made bright light weapon trinket glow. Who gives a shit? Updated credits and special thing. Who cares again? Minor fixes and additional bug fixes. So, I played
What's
this
a new
for,
foreskin, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can put like glow in the dark condoms on,
Somehow does not surprise me.
and then you guys can like fight in the dark.
Sword fighting.
Oh, and for one,
Just
I
for
know
soda.
Badger was a little excited that they are putting this out on the Switch. So you guys that play the Switch
Now
will
people
be-
12 and under can play. Awesome.
right? I'm not a
Well,
fan
they
of the
already play
Switch.
Call of Duty, so.
I don't know if
It's
that's
true.
already been released or it's coming up or they're
I
working
find that
on it.
hilarious considering that
What
they're
has?
generic.
No, it comes out October 6th. So Switch
October
version
6th.
will come out October 6th. Correct. So
I find it hilarious that Chieftain is just constantly ragging on people that like the Switch when the stark reality is the generic audience for Switch is everybody that owns another console, basically.
It's their backup console.
I don't know. Badger's like, I want to buy you a Switch. I'm like, no, no, buy me
Backup
a Switch.
console.
I don't want a Switch.
No, I tease you because it drives you crazy. I think it's a good little console.
And Kazoo's right. There is a live action movie coming out that actually looks pretty good. So,
Oh no,
I
he's
had
gonna have his
almost
tiny-
thought that was stuck in production hell.
well, I'm sure everything is, but you know, sooner or later we might get to see it.
I mean, they're finally making the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, so.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, quite a bit. If you're a Borderlands fan, there's, of course, Tiny Tina was the last one that came out, which is the one I was still playing. So we'll have to see.
Did she accept your proposal?
You know, we should have tagged her on like Twitter because her voice actor, she's really cool. Like,
Oh really?
I would love to see an absolute hilarious reaction.
she also
to
does
that.
the voice for the main female in Horizon.
Oh yeah.
So same
In
person.
what?
Horizon.
Oh, so she's the voice actress of Aloy.
Well, correct. Yes.
Wow.
And she does a lot of like conferences and stuff about voice acting, and her brother I think's a voice actor too, so it's pretty interesting. And everybody's always trying to just get her to do Tiny Tina stuff. You know, she never.
Speaking of, oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
Speaking of voice actors, I'm not sure if you guys remember Lieutenant Lickme, the guy who did the voice of the Joker.
Oh,
He
yeah.
messaged us last week, asked us how
Oh.
we were doing and everything.
He finally got
Oh,
back
very
to
nice
you.
of him.
Yeah, he had some personal stuff go on and everything, so he's back on YouTube. And I go, well, do you know we have a person that does Harley Quinn? So if we can get you, the person who does Harley Quinn, and then me as Joker, and then animate it like a 2D, like shitty animation, that will blow up on Twitter.
That would be funny.
That would be hilarious. You know what?
Harley. How you doing, Mr. J?
I actually follow Lilith's voice actress.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Lilith from Borderlands.
Yeah.
And her name is Rachel Messer. And I think her tagline is God bless this messer.
Tina, all grown up and still insane. Yes.
And that girl is so down to earth and silly. The girl that does Lilith's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like has anybody else noticed a trend amongst a lot of the female video game voice actresses? Like that they're just silly or goofy and down to earth?
Oh, you mean they have a personality?
It's
Not
a
really.
specific type. I don't know. I've noticed a lot of female voice actresses in video games tend to be quirky and silly of that type.
The one I worked with on Rooster Teeth when she was Sheila the Tank, she's kind of like, she's not really she's an actor, but like she did voice acting like twice or something, but she's not quirky. She's like a regular person, but down to earth, yes.
Because, well, Rachel in particular, she doesn't just do video games. She does video games. She does the English voice acting for anime. She did a couple of American cartoons, not very many. Most of her repertoire is video games and anime. And it just seems like that career path for individuals that niche them that fit into that niche, it just seems to me like they are very both silly, goofy / down to earth.
Right. You know who Tina looks like to me in real life? Rogue Penguin. Like side by side, totally, right?
Maybe. I could see it.
I don't know if I want that image in my head.
I do.
Of course. You're single. I'm not.
She's not single.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not covet another man's wife.
Yes.
Or another woman's woman.
Another woman's
That's not what it says.
Or another woman's man.
Oh, okay. I say, wait, am I the woman here?
No, it looks like her. If you just put like a New England Patriots hat on her and like a jersey or something and a controller, that's Rogue Penguin.
This is Tina. She's probably 18, 19 maybe.
Yeah.
Like
well, Penguin looks 18, 19. She's got a baby face. So.
But yeah, we love Tina. Tina, if you want to ever come on our show, please do.
I'll clip it and tag her on it. I'll get the actor's name from you later, and I'll tag her on this.
Okay.
Or you can let Raven know, however you want to work that.
I got that wrong.
But yeah.
Oh, forgive me. I was wrong. She's not Lilith's voice actress.
That would be awesome because you wouldn't even imagine how awesome that would be.
How dare you?
That she did Vic and Eden in Borderlands 3.
Wrong,
The
dumbass.
Calypso twins.
No. Wait. Hold on. No. Oh, you're waiting for me?
No, you're looking something up. If you like our content, please tell your friends or your enemies. We'll make them our friends. We are the funniest we're the funniest podcast about gaming that you're not watching. So make sure to tell your friends. We advertise by word of mouth, and that's our story, and we're sticking to it until we get that marketing person in position, so that way we can do it. Vic and Vic's head, what does that mean?
Soda would know what I mean from the Vaughn quest.
From the
Anyways.
Vaughn quest.
Oh.
I'm kind of upset.
I'm the conductor of the poop train.
Banana.
Don't forget to check out our lag swag on our spreadshirt.com/lagging-out site. There is a lot of different shirts. Like I said, the Orange Man shirt there is funny. Orange is the new black. I totally stole the logo from Orange is the New Black and changed it 33%.
Well,
so they can't sue me.
Don't forget the new one. What did I do?
What did you do?
That's Badger's shirt. What did I do?
Oh, what did I do? Yeah, what did I do? We gotta do the I love Blacklight Oni t-shirt too. We gotta do that.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna sell like hotcakes.
Oh, geez.
Most
Half of
popular
those
person on
sales-
the show.
Half of those sales are going to go to Rogue Raven.
Right.
That means we'll sell 2 shirts.
That's right. I owe her a staff shirt too, so I got to get her one. Okay.
I got a funny
Our
story
trivia
about
question.
this question.
I always feel like I'm going to mess it up. What is the fan-made event that bridges Mega Man and Mega Man X?
So it's,
is it A? What's that?
So it's technically not an official canon that bridges the gaps.
Not canon.
Canon. Fucking hate canon.
A.
I don't fucking care.
Great Rift. B. Cataclysm. Or C. Upheaval.
So let's do
No
that
clue.
poll.
You loving the poll.
He likes the poll.
How are we doing tonight, guys? Are we stepping over each other? Are we doing better than we did last time?
I think so.
Oni,
I'm worried that I'm talking over everybody.
No, you're not.
I got to
Actually,
talk for
no.
like 10 minutes. I'm good.
I think you did
And
really
it was
awesome.
about Borderlands.
Oh, there's Badger.
Oh, y'all doing good. She hadn't listened for the last 3 hours. Y'all doing good.
She just woke up out of her
Out of her
chocolate coma.
delirium.
Put Oni and Raven on front of the
You
back
missed
of
me
his shirt
talking twice. Yeah, I got
and
talked
both make
twice.
me. Oh my god! Put Oni and Raven on the front and back of his shirt. That way they can both make me a sandwich. Boy,
Whoa.
you probably get killed.
Don't die.
Rest in peace, the Great Kazoo. Let's have a moment of silence for the Great
Say,
Kazoo.
we love you.
I was going to say something, but it would have been super inappropriate.
As if any of us in this chat would care.
Right? Yeah. So should I reveal the answer here?
I threw the poll up. Hey, Magma.
Magma's here. All right, Magma, I have a question for you.
hello.
I'm just kidding.
He said, "Say it."
Hang
Yeah,
on, hang on. I'm going to type it.
He'll type it. Oh, that's too nice. You just gotta say it.
Soiled it? But did Biden say it?
Maybe.
I'm gonna walk off with a Medal of Honor winner and just go take a shit. My name is President Biden.
And, okay, so it didn't put the X in the box. Damn.
Oh. Soiled it?
I don't get it.
I don't think the P is there. Anyways. See what the answer is.
Wow, that's amazing, Oni.
But he'll oh my god. Why couldn't you say that out loud? That would have been good.
That'd been great.
Gazoo thinks it's funny. He's laughing out loud, all caps. He thought that was good. I don't think you could offend Gazoo. I think he's got a good sense of humor. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you kind of gotta hang around here most times.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what those little things are.
It's like give and receive for some. I think it's like if you're gonna give and it's like a heart, and then someone else catches the heart. But I don't know. He kind of looks like he dances, or he's checking something. But I can tell you the answer to this trivia.
Okay.
It's
Got a bit of
B.
a story to follow up.
Is it B?
Yep. Watch.
Cataclysm.
Now
You are correct. And you win.
nobody voted.
Nothing.
Way to go,
So,
guys.
I guess we should have done the poll earlier. That's my fault.
Oh, I just thought of it. But interesting
everybody, we're all gonna get
tidbit about this particular question, this particular event. There is a similar event that happened in the comics, and I don't know if it was official or how or why. There was a crossover comic between Mega Man and Sonic, and the event that caused it was later called also the Cataclysm.
Well, it's because they both had runs with Archie Comics.
Yep.
Oh.
So.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Archie Comics.
But I did read that comic run of the crossover between Mega Man and Sonic, and it was really good.
I like Mega Man. I'll never beat it.
I beat the first one. That was it.
I want to stream like old school games like Mike Tyson's Punch Out and see how far I can go on stream. See if I can get to the end.
That'd be funny.
See if you rage quit.
Imagine if we played Minesweeper.
Oh God. We should just have somebody playing in the middle, Minesweeper. Words with friends. We should do like one night on the live, just do like a game night with chat.
If we did something like Words with Friends, I feel like Oni
Yeah.
would destroy us all.
Yeah, it's
I'm
quite
pretty
good
good at that.
wordsmith.
I am pretty good when it comes to the games.
I could spell cat, so that's good.
I can
I know
spell,
3 words.
I can spell more words that shouldn't be spelled.
Which Gazoo would watch me rage quit on Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
A do ba do bitty do.
La da dee doo da.
Interestingly enough, he found that soundbite, and I had almost thought he had forgotten about it.
Well, it's on 2 different. It's on my mixer and it's also on my Steam Deck, my Stream Deck. But I took it off the mixer and only had one left because I'm trying to reorganize stuff and get more sound drops of everyone else on the show. So I had to move stuff around. So I don't have enough anybody. If I see one more fucking pineapple on pizza, Badger, God, I'm gonna throw up on my mouth a little bit. Ewok steaks on Tatooine. What the fuck?
That's
Oh,
canon,
man.
actually.
That
was a thing.
Was it really?
Yeah, so it's a little known lore because you could consider it canon breaking, depends on what you want to go with. But basically, if I recall, it was Tatooine because it's where all the weird shit shows up. Either it's Coruscant, where essentially there were some folks serving up what they called Ewok steaks before Ewoks were more widely known in the galaxy. So,
what the hell is Streamlabs 3X combo? I've never seen that before.
I think it's because people emoted the pineapple on pizza multiple times.
Oh, so if you're in any other chat other than Kick, just go to kick.com/lagginout right now. We only have 10 followers and we have 10 in here. So if you have not done so, please go ahead and follow us there. It's kick.com/lagginout. We want to get on the same level as the very lovely Whittle Bears and have one of those motion tracker cameras.
Much luck with that.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the motion capture camera on a live. I just don't like how it looks. But
I see a Sly with Eric July in it coming up.
yeah, that's later. That's
that
not now. That's not now.
It's saved for later? Okay.
It's safe for later, yeah. Just in case if he comes back.
Well, I would like to show off this little tidbit of art that I got from him.
Make sure you check us out here.
That is what comic book collectors call a short box, a storage box for comics.
Oh, wow, that's huge.
It's yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got to fit your comics in there somehow.
Oh, okay, there you go. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very
well
shiny.
Done. Very well done. Very well constructed. I am feeling a little geeky now.
Someone screen grab that.
Anyways. Ewok jerky and Wookiee steaks? How horrific.
Giraffe steaks.
I mean, people eat giraffes.
Aren't they endangered?
I guess.
Well, it depends on the region and the things that if you're part of the indigenous culture there and you don't have access to much else, I don't think they're really going to be able to do too much to you. Although I will say, if you want to hear some brutal stories about
dingo,
about poachers getting their just desserts, listen to the stories of the guardians of some of these endangered animals. Like, they have
us some fucking
zero mercy for poachers, because a lot of these poachers are just heinous with how they do their jobs.
You could thank Soda for buying all the rhino horn.
Whoa. But no pineapple.
They should put them on that island where the natives there don't want any outside people. If you go on their island, they will kill you. They should put all the poachers
North
there.
Sentinel Island.
There it is. Thank you.
Here's the thing, though. Most of the population has died out because they did have some visitors, which whenever there is such an event that happens, like I think it's 60% of the population will die within the next 3 years just because of disease that we have
immunity.
We have immunity to that they don't. But also the thing is with North Sentinel Island, as well as many other tribes that are either low contact or no contact with the modern world, because they've been so isolated for so long, the modern technologies that we have, or even what we consider being basic technologies, are completely foreign to them. And so it's a gamble. Yes, we want to bring people to the modern world and show them how wonderful it is, but there has to come a time at which you question, is what I'm doing hurting them? And the answer is yes. So when it comes to a lot of these anthropological moments, I mean, a lot of those scientists will tell you the best thing we can do is to leave them alone. The best thing we can do is let them live their lives, because us interfering with that will only hurt them. It's actually very fascinating. Tragic, but fascinating.
More dark stories with Blacklight Oni. Only on NPR. Next week, we're going to be talking about the extinction of the dodo bird, a 5-hour series narrated by the one and only Blacklight Oni.
Blacklight Oni for the win.
Comment, like, and subscribe. Next week, the history of headlamps, as told by Hero, the IT guy.
An illuminating story.
An illuminating story by such a bright guy. Hero, the IT guy.
Well, okay then.
Compliments just raining. Okay, guys. I think that's a wrap.
What?
I'd call it done.
Oh, wrap it and tap it.
Wrap it, tap it.
Hero was here and we didn't go 4 hours? Wow.
He's gonna find where you are and kick your ass.
He knows where I'm at.
I was gonna say it won't be hard to find him.
We're gonna give a special gift to our friend Rogue Penguin. So on behalf of Blacklight Oni,
thanks for another great week, guys.
Hero, the IT guy, the only host that runs at 60 frames a second, Soda. I'm Chieftain.
Join us.
We're lagging out. We're gonna be rating Rogue Penguin here. Let her know that we love her and she is our very special Tiny Tina. Until next time, this is Chieftain on behalf of Laggin Out Live. What's the saying? What do we say? Signing off and lagging out. in 5, 4, 3,
Night.
2, 1.